Okay, my motivation for being a teacher. I think there are a couple of reasons, and we can start with my family background, because my mother is a teacher and my father is also teaching in his profession as he's a professor at a university. So I think that has maybe some kind of effect. So that, like, for example, in first grade, I actually thought that, yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. And I think it really was because of my family during that time. But then I also really liked school and going to school, so I think all these nice teachers that I have had have functioned as really good role models and as inspiration for me. And also then I have had some not so nice teachers. For example, my Swedish teacher in high school wasn't really that good. I think she was a real witch, and she liked to humiliate her students. And because of her, I think she has actually played quite a big role in my career choice, as I want to be a teacher. And it's kind of like an anti-reaction. I wanted to be a better teacher than what she was. So it works like in both ways. You have these good teachers that you really get inspired by. Then there are some other examples that might want you to lead you to say that that's at least the way I won't do it. No, I wouldn't say that. Of course, my parents do belong to, let's say, like an upper middle class in a way. So I think they might have had quite high expectations on me, but then again, I also had those expectations. So, family background really does affect you. And for me, it was never really an option to just go to vocational school after this comprehensive school. So I always knew that I would go to high school and then go to university and so on. But if I had chosen to go to vocational school, which I really wasn't that interested in, but if I had been, I really don't think my parents would have... They might have disagreed a bit, but they wouldn't really have said that you can't do that. Because, of course, in the end, it's my choice. That's maybe one of the most interesting points in the Finnish education system, because we really don't have that much testing. But actually, that is also quite interesting for me, because I never really thought about this testing thing before one of our teachers, who had been visiting a school in the UK, had come back and told us how much they tested there. And in her opinion, from her point of view, it was really weird how they could test, and then you don't really understand where these kids have time to really learn anything if they are all the time testing people. I did, but I always liked school. But then if you look at these international reports about the Finnish school system, then you would say that the Finns score really high when it comes to knowledge in mathematics and stuff like that. But these kids aren't really... They don't really like school that much as in many other countries where they score lower. I was saying that, okay, in Finland you really do have to learn a lot, and that you are supposed to learn much. But still, if you compare it to many Asian countries, I think it would be a radical difference. So that, first of all, when I was in high school, I was kind of stressed every now and then, but you still had a lot of free time, and you had time for your hobbies, and especially like before high school, you are supposed to have some hobbies or like other interests than school, and that is like highly evaluated. And also in school, it's not only like that you're learning about mathematics or natural sciences, history, and so on, but you're also having courses and lessons in, for example, making food, drawing, and handiwork, and all kinds of other stuff.